Now I'd like to create a walkthrough using Revit. I'm going to create this using my floor plan for level 2. The walkthrough tool is not very intuitive in my opinion, so please bear with me as I try to explain it best I can. I want to plan my walkthrough. I'm going to pretend I'm at the top of the stairs, and I'll walk looking at the kitchen, turn around past the dining, and walk around the living room. Okay, that's my plan. So you always want to plan out your walkthrough before you take your first step. So I click my walkthrough, click where I want to start, and then I click for each of my keyframes from there on. So keyframes, those are each of the clicks that I get right here. There we go. And when I'm happy with the final one, I finish. So that's my walkthrough. I only want to have my walkthrough and my plan open together. So close all hidden windows. And with the floor plan level 2 open, you're going to also open the walkthrough. And to place them side by side, I go to the View tab and I tile my windows. And now I have my walkthrough on one side and I have my level 2 plan on the other side. Now to edit or do anything with this walkthrough, it looks just like a camera view, but it's actually a walkthrough. So I need to click on the crop if I'm going to do anything with this walkthrough. So click on the crop, I get the edit walkthrough button, and now I can do a bunch of things. I can jump back to my previous keyframes and it'll jump me back to the different points along the path that I originally clicked. See on this side, it's also jumping me back. And then I could hit, so I'm all the way back to the start, I could hit play over here and it'll give me a preview of what the walkthrough is going to look like. So it default is 300 frames. And there we go, we're back to the start. Now later, if I decide I want to change that, I could come over here. While I'm still in edit mode, I would click in the level 2 plan. Now I'm adjusting the active camera, so I can just click to jump. I can't. In the edit walkthrough, I can use my path. If I switch to path, I can then move these controls. So if I want to adjust the path that I was walking, I can move these controls afterwards. What I can also do is add a keyframe if I want to have more control over a particular area, or I can remove a keyframe if I don't want to have control over a certain area. Okay, so that's how I would add or remove them. And then one thing that's really useful is the frame rate. So if I click on this 300, it's going to be a total of 300 frames. So at 15 frames per second, that's 20 seconds. If I want to get a better resolution of the walkthrough, I could go to 600 frames, and now it's going to have much better quality. And maybe I don't want a uniform speed all the way through. So I'm going to turn off uniform speed. I'm going to slow down to 0.5, half the speed at frame number 2. Okay, so I've gone to 600 frames, and I've slowed down at frame number 2, and that gives me a 40 second. So if I change this frame rate, the length of it would change as well. So I'll apply that for now, press OK, and let's come back to this side, and we'll just roll it back again. So edit walkthrough, I'm going to jump back right to the start and hit play. And you'll notice that it's very, very slow when it gets to half speed at that keyframe, and then it's going to pick up speed for the rest of it and go at normal pace. So this is the preview as you look at it in Revit. So you just play around with these settings. You can apply a lot of settings that you applied earlier. You can set it to a shaded view, realistic view. You could set it to ambient shadows or sketchy lines. All those settings are still available to you. But the more settings you apply to it, the more likely it is to be a very, very large video. So here's the video that I exported earlier. And if I hit play on this video, this is just 38 seconds, 40 seconds long. So it just moves through the space. I've set it to ambient shadow. So this 40-second video is almost a gigabyte in size. So very, very large files when you're exporting either a solar study or a walkthrough. So this is the kind of thing you might upload to YouTube and send a link to your client, or you could look at using video software to make it a little bit smaller. And then I come around to the end. There we go. I've slowed down towards the end this time. So I can now look back towards my space. So that's it. That's how you make a walkthrough in Revit. Have fun with that. Thank you.